I'm Amy at EuroLuxHome.com, and today I would love to tell you about this stunning antique Flemish Renaissance buffet. It's our item number 26-3. It is 80 inches high by 68 inches wide, a great big wide one, and 24 inches deep. So you do need a big wall, but this is such a breathtaking piece. Now, EuroLuxHome.com does specialize in great big, heavily carved European antiques, and this is a prime example. So it dates right about 1880, and it is completely hand carved in solid oak, and this is a heavy piece. Now, if you are not familiar with the Flemish Renaissance style, this is an absolutely gorgeous example of it, but I do have a much longer YouTube video where I go into the whole history of how the Flemish Renaissance style developed. And that means the Flemish Renaissance means that it is from Flanders, the area of Europe that was Flanders, which today is Belgium. Now, one of the hallmarks of the Flemish Renaissance style are these lions with these brass rings. This is just one of the absolute typical examples of the Flemish Renaissance style. And then here we have all of these heavy carvings, these sort of stylized, very long type of egg and dart motif. And we do have a really nice big cornice at the top, very heavy architectural cornice. And then we have these really charming columns on either side. And if you look closely, we actually have a figure. And so here we have a man, and his hat is sort of a stylized Ionic column. So here at the top, we actually have the top of the Ionic column, but then his little hat has this motif of the swirl of the Ionic column. He has a beard and a mustache and is just very detailed. And then as you come down, you have this pediment or this column that he is sitting on top of. Now behind here we have 3 doors, and I'll go ahead and open one of the doors just so you can see. You do have little shelf space in each one. Some of them have shelves, some is, I believe the center one is just open. But each of the doors have these really nice architectural elements, and then at the center of each door is a face. And to me, it looks like we have a youth, a middle-aged man, and here we have an elderly man. So all ages of life. And then we have, again, these columns. Now, if you look closely, this man here is repeated here. He's the top of the column, and we have this heavily carved with Renaissance styling carvings coming all the way down, ending in claw feet. So that's really unusual. And so there's a man here on this side with 2 men at the top of the columns. And then over here, we have a carved lady. And again, she is part of this structural column. It's an Ionic column, but her little hat has that same twist to it. You can see her beautiful flowing hair. It's braided coming down, and again, she's sitting on this plinth or pedestal. And then she is repeated here at the top of these 2 columns. Again, all of the Renaissance styling, but again, you can see her little hat. And so all kinds of architectural details. This cornice is repeated here at the top above these little doors, and again, and really thick doors. You see how thick that is. All of this is carved into this panel. It's not glued on. It's actually hand carved in the panel. And all of our little claw feet, which is just repeating this motif of the lion, which is just really associated with the Flemish Renaissance. So coming down, we have 2 great big drawers, so you could store all kinds of things in these drawers. And the drawer pull is actually the lion's face. Really charming. We have more lions here, 1, 2, 3, and they again have the original brass rings. That is very typical of the Flemish Renaissance style. All of these big, heavy carvings, this egg and dart motif on the drawers. little bit of egg and dart motif here. So we have a small pattern and then repeated in a larger way. And then we have these great big huge columns. Really beautiful, very detailed. Again, Ionic columns. This is part of the Renaissance style, these architectural elements coming down at the bottom. We actually have sort of a little green man motif. And then while we're down here, I'll just show you that there are drawers down at the bottom. And again, the lion's little face is the drawer pull. Lots of details. It's just, you can imagine that you have this in your dining room and you sit and have dinner and drink a bottle of wine and just look at all the details. You'll see more and more as you sit and absorb this piece. On either side here, we have two great big doors surrounded by our big fluted columns. And there's so much to take in. So here we have a stylized, almost like a Gothic window, like a rose window from a cathedral, this idea of these window panels, but it's been reinterpreted in the Renaissance style. So we have this interlocking twist carved pattern. This is a shell. It's like a great big shell. We have another little carved lion face, and here on the corners we have actually little angels with wings. These are known as Putti, P-U-T-T-I, but it just means little winged cherubs, and that is very common in the Renaissance style. So beneath this great big stylized shell, we have again more of this architectural elements, another little face in the middle, this interlocking twist pattern. And then let's see if I could open here. I'll open this side for you. So you can see there's one big shelf that runs all the way the inside, gives you lots of storage space. This really is just a phenomenal piece. It is truly one of what EuroLuxHome.com is known for. Very high quality, absolutely beautiful European antique furniture. So if I could answer any additional questions for you, please feel free to give me a call at 803-276-4001. Remember that EuroLuxHome.com includes free shipping within the continental US and some places in Canada, even for a great big huge heavy piece like this. So let me know how you would use a piece like this in your home in the comments below. See you next time.